Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another video of Lego Star Wars Battles, and I think that's just way too long. I'm gonna just call it Star Wars Battles, not Lego Star Wars Battles. All right, LSWB. But in this video, I'm gonna go over strictly light side. It's gonna be Luke Skywalker and his boys. All right. I don't have Yoda. Unfortunately, I don't have Yoda unlocked. The champion cards like Yoda and Boba Fett that don't come when you first start the game are very hard to get. They're extremely rare. So I've seen some get it, but if you get them when you start this game, you're very lucky because I don't got them yet. But I'm gonna go over first this deck that I'm using, and most of these cards you can unlock right away. So just completely disregard that. I'm gonna go over every single card and the usefulness of each card and which ones you should start using when you first start playing this game. But first, since we're here, let's holla at your boy Luke Skywalker. He just busted his ass right there. But anyways, Luke is a very nice champ. I mean, he's in every game. Star Wars Force Awakens, he was OP for a while with his deflection. In this game, he's pretty OP as well. And let me tell you why. He's very tanky. 1250 health. I mean, that's just his standard. He comes at level 8. Imagine it's level 1. Level 8 is the standard for all champion cards. So what he's good at is he can push back everybody. That's his ability. If you've seen gameplay already, you know that he can push people back in addition to taking damage while he's pushing your back. Probably not going to win out everybody, but there are times where you don't want to use him. One, because he's a lot of energy to use, and you want to make sure that you're not starving yourself for energy. Now, there are times that if you place him next to your turret, if you use his ability, you essentially push all of the enemies away from the turret range, which is not going to work out for you. So you got to be very strategic on how you place him and when it's time to use his ability. So that's one thing you want to watch out for when you first start the game, is when to use his ability and when not to use it, when to play him and when not to play him, because you don't have to play him at all in the entire game. All right, second is Boomer Balls. You don't unlock it till the second of the last planet. I thought, man, this is crazy because these are a lot of ideas that I had for Force Arena, and this would have been perfect in Force Arena. And I'll show some gameplay of it. I'll show you using it. I'll show myself using it. And what these do is you drop them in the map and they just roll, and they just pretty much shut down anything in its path. And what I mean by shut down, I mean by like temporarily stunning everybody, but it's completely OP. I mean, Jesus, for 3 energy, you can take out half of a turret. So it's insanely OP. They're probably going to bring down the damage that it does, because use this card and it can clear out an entire lane, if not take all of the enemies within that lane down to at least 10% of their health. So I use this card a lot to take out turrets if they're trying to repair with R2D2, or not R2D2, but with the BB-8, the evil version of the droid. This card is kind of like Pathfinders. Picture your Pathfinders. If you played Force Arena, these are your Pathfinders. They come in a pair. They're very good in a sense that you place them right by your turret, and they can do work. They can do work for you. So they're pretty standard, pretty straightforward Rebel commandos. Now the Porgs. This is crazy. I never thought that these actually things would attack people, but they do. And they're like Tall's Marauders. In Force Arena, again, I mean, that's what I'm going to reference to. But yeah, like Tall's Marauders, but a little bit weaker. The good thing is they can attack air and ground. So there are, like the probe droid on the dark side. That probe droid cannot be hurt by ground units, and that's including Luke Skywalker. So these are really good to use because they're only 3 energy costs. So I have it in my deck because they're cheap costs and I like to swarm. Now, your boy Chewbacca, man. I had to drop a little bit of extra coin just to unlock it, because I wanted to get this card really bad, and he does not disappoint. Very stocky, tanky unit. Your boy's thick, and he does work. I love dropping him next to a turret behind with Ewoks behind him, and oh my god, he's really good. So if you get this card, put him in your deck ASAP for 4 energy. Man, I wouldn't be mad at the game if they put him at 5 energy costs. Now R2D2, you can repair your turrets in this game. I repeat, you can repair turrets in this game. You place R2D2 on any one of your turrets, and it starts using its own health to replenish the health of the turret. Pretty straightforward. That's what it does. 3 energy cost. I'll take it. It saved me a bunch of matches. But you got to be careful when you use it, because these turrets go down like paper. I mean, like a Tusken Raider and like 2 battle droids can take it out. So it's very another placement that you have to be very careful with. I love this card because everybody's using swarm units right now, as they should. Cheap cost units. This bomb squad trooper drops a grenade, can one shot a horde of B1 battle droids. So definitely have it handy just in case I'm getting swarmed or overwhelmed. The Ewoks. This, man, I love this. I love this card. These guys are very strong. I mean, I'm talking to the point where they can take out Vader if you place them the right way. They shoot bow and arrows, can attack air and ground, and the best part about it is they have the best soundbite in the game. They have the little horn and the little announcement. You'll hear it when I start playing. When you bring them out, I just love to feature them in every single deck that I use, and they're going to be a mainstay unless they completely nerf them, but I don't see that anytime soon. But yeah, get the Ewoks. These are the standard flame turrets. Not going to go over that. This card is really good. Actually, what am I doing here? Let me get back out. There he is. The ATRT. We remember the ATRTs. We remember that from Forest Arena. Unfortunately, it's just one, which should be fortunately. But look, he's scratching his leg there real quick. This card is very strong. It's strong, especially if it's like an auto balance and it's an automatic level 9 or the max level that they give you. It can take out, it can solo a turret if you put a couple units behind it. If not, probably bring it down to about less than 5%. But I just don't like it. I don't like it. I like to have my swarm units and low cost units. For 5 energy costs, I'm not going to do it. This card, you're going to want to use it. When you first start the game, definitely when you use this card, you get it. It's in your deck. You have to use it. It's an air unit, so it can attack both air and ground. Now, one thing I want to bring up, these are your both turrets right here. This one's 3 energy cost. This is a flame tower. It cannot attack air. It can only attack ground. So that unit that I just used, that flying blue man, he can attack this turret and kill it without it even touching it. So this one is 4 energy cost and can attack air and ground. So when you're playing in the game, you got to notice, if you see this one right here, if you see it placed, you want to drop this card on it because it's not going to be able to attack, and you're going to force your opponent to drop a card that can attack both air and ground. So this is a pretty dope card. Right now, I don't use it because for 4 energy costs, it's very predictable, and the high level players that I'm playing right now will just eat it up, and it's a negative energy trade. I just unlocked this card. This is the one of the last few cards you can unlock in the game. I haven't used it. It's the Gungan Gang, mainly because it's 5 energy costs. And man, I love bargains, and I don't feel this is a bargain because I played against this a couple times in the arena, and I didn't really see anything major. I kind of just wiped the floor with them, so I haven't used it yet. Maybe I need to study them a little bit more. But either way, 5 energy is too much for me, so I'm not using it. Now, Cassian, they're interesting. He's not a champion, rather he's a rare, and that's not even the epics are the second to the champions, like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. He's a rare, so you're going to see this a lot in this game. You're going to see maybe Lando Calrissian come in as a rare, Boss come in as a rare, and so forth. Just major characters like Jyn Erso, they won't be champions based on what the criteria is, especially Chewbacca is a rare as well, or he might be, I think Chewbacca's an epic. Anyways, Cassian Andor has that sniper ability, as he should. He can shoot from a distance, meaning he can shoot turrets without them hitting him back. Unfortunately, look at that health real quick. 54 health. I mean, this guy is on the last stages of the worst disease you can think of because he's frail. He's fragile. You shoot him one time and he's done. It's very hard to use him right now. And especially, I was using him early on against lower level opponents, and I was just working it. But now that it's against higher opponents, I don't use him because you can easily be defeated. But he's really good in the sense that you probably put Chewbacca in front of him or some tanky units, Luke Skywalker in front of him. Hope that they don't have him no airstrikes. And the more damage he shoots, like the more he stays shooting, the more damage he's going to put out. So that's a really good thing. If you can kind of sneak him on your opponent's back turret, he'll take it out within maybe less than 10 seconds because you just keep shooting at it. But definitely look out for his 6 energy costs. And if he dies right away, it's probably not going to look good for you for the rest of the match. But that's Cassian. Another card I haven't used yet, Clone Flame Trooper. 4 energy cost is just 1. I don't know. I haven't used him yet. I haven't seen anyone use him yet, so he's probably not a good card. But he's your standard run-of-the-mill flame guy. I'm pretty sure the damage from the flame increases the longer. Like right there, the burn effect duration, below you see that. Next we have a Bantha type unit. So this clone turbo tank does not attack anything but buildings. It's good if you have great map control towards like a late game. It's more of an end game type of unit where it's sudden death and you need to destroy a turret to win the game. That's what happens at the end with any game at that, PvP. But yeah, if you drop this card, you put some units behind it, defend it, maybe an airstrike, and you can take a card. You can take a turret and win the match. But if you slow push it, my goodness, I mean, some B1 battle droids are going to, demolish this thing within seconds because it can't attack anything but buildings. And I know whenever someone drops it, I pretty much eviscerate it fairly quickly, so I don't use it in my deck. Not even when I first started playing. This is a different type of turret. It's called the particle beam, and from what I've heard from people that have been playing this game from launch, it's useless. And that's all I got to say about that. Porg, this is just one. It's just, let's see, I think this is 3 porgs. So the 3 cost energy porgs come like, I think 5 of them. and they have like the health life of Cassian each. This is just one cost energy, and it costs one cost energy, and there's 3 porks. So again, it can attack air and ground. It's good against a probe droid, which is a flying unit only, that they try to play strategically. If you place it right, if it locks onto your turret, you can drop these 3 porks and you have yourself a great energy trade. Next one here is an airstrike. This is the Y-wing. I'm really not using airstrikes right now because it's kind of cheese for me, and I love the boomer balls. Again, I'm gonna go back to the boomer balls. Those are very, very efficient. I mean, they do so much for you for 3 energy costs. Pretty much the same thing that this does. Now, one thing I'm gonna talk about right now, because I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna go into a match right now. They've set it so that if my cards are way too high than my opponent, or my points are way too high, it's just gonna auto match make. It's going to balance both of our cards to a set amount. So remember in Star Wars Force Arena, when you go to a friendly match, it would set everything, like, or for example 2v2s, it would set everybody at the same balance levels. That's what it's doing right now. So for me, the boomer balls are just doing major damage because they're at max levels. So I'm gonna talk about the missions here real quick. This is a special mission. I haven't unlocked it yet. When you unlock this, you can start the match, and it's just like playing regular ladder. So you win, you get all the available rewards there. If you lose, doesn't matter. You go back into and you play again. So it's a play till you win. So it's pretty good because you're able to unlock cards by winning, and it tells you right there what you get. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna start a match. Right here, he says start, and I'm gonna get right into it. It takes a little bit, so let me go ahead and just edit this real quick. All right, so I'm in a match now with Bested Thorin. You see he's at 792 points. I have 1304. It's gonna auto match. It's gonna like auto balance both of our decks so that it's a fair match, or it's not. My goodness, don't tell me. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, I'm gonna just steamroll this man right now. Actually, it did. You saw how his turret was at level 1. There's a little glitch there. Whatever. The game is still in in beta right now. Now I'm gonna just mess around and I'm gonna show you guys when I look. So if you can't hit the borders, or it's gonna mess it up. He strategically put his Vader there so I can't hit him. I'm hoping he turns the corner right here. Here we go. Let me try to see if that works. So you see it stops them in their tracks right there. That was a terrible, terrible play. But again, I'm just showing you guys how the boomer balls work. I normally wouldn't play it there. Now I'm going to drop the Grenadier guys right here so I can just take out that horde. And you're going to see right now, boom, it's going to just take him out. He's going to die, but that's all right though. I like to let them go to my back turret because I can always use R2-D2 if I need to. So it's really no biggie if I lost a lot of life there. I don't care about that. The main thing right now is I'm going to try to defend this push right here. Let's see here. I'm going to let him pass by again. I'm not really too bothered by that right now. So what I'm going to do is wait for those B1 droids to lock onto the turret. Use as a meat shield. Now I'm going to drop the porgs on this little right here. This is an ATST, I believe. It can't attack anything that I drop except for buildings. As you can see right there, it didn't even make it to my building. So completely, I wouldn't recommend using this card. Now, again, it's all about, you don't want to drop Chewbacca right there and he's going to get murdered. You cannot drop cards on top of cards because it takes a second for them to build. And while they're building, they're vulnerable to damage, which is insane. So they're not even out yet, but they're vulnerable to damage. So you don't want to drop anything on top of, because it does take a minute for them to build, a few seconds. So here I have a perfect push. I have Luke Skywalker as the tank, and I have Chewbacca in the back. I'm going to use Luke Skywalker's ability just because I want it to reset. I'm going to let those guys go there. My turret should handle him. And then let's see here. I'm going to try to build something right here in the middle. So, oh man, they're going to get burned alive. Extra crispy. So there is Darth Vader. I'm going to use Luke Skywalker's ability right there. And then I'm going to build this turret right here in the middle. So I have control. If the match ends right now, I win the match because I have 3 turrets compared to his 1. So here comes the boomer ball right here. Actually, it's oh my goodness. Terrible. Okay, well that's fine because I can use this bomb trooper right here, and I can use the Ewoks. Again, I really am not good at explaining while playing. It's just something I can't. I don't know if anybody is, but I'm really struggling right here. So I'm gonna try to do as much as I can to salvage this match. Nothing against this player, but I can tell that he just barely started playing because he should have won this match already. I made a lot of mistakes, and he should have capitalized on it. But it's all right though. Again, I'm gonna use this. Look at this. It's gonna completely destroy that turret. So I made a ton of bad plays, but again, you got to kind of get the hang of it what the cards do, and you have to use them strategically. That was a very, very poor game, but again, that's the light side. That's the light side. That's the deck that I'm using. You're not going to have immediate access to a bunch of cards. In fact, maybe half of the cards that I'm using, you're not going to have access to when you first start the game. So like I said, hopefully you were listening to the video and you can see what cards, what they do, and how to use them, so that when you're playing ladder, you're winning right off the bat. So I won that match, which was a mission. Now, if you just win a regular match, you don't get the turbo laser. You just get points. You rank up certain points. You get coins, and if you steamroll them, you take their back generator. You get the crystals, little green crystals. You only get the green crystals if you take the generator. If you don't take the generator, you get Nathan. So right here, I won submission, so I get 2 shots. Look at the very top. You see the very top, the Boomer Balls, the Rebel Commandos, the Y-Wing, and coins. So you get 2 tries to get any of those. So I want the Boomer Balls because I want the level them as high as I can. So I'm hoping I get 1 out of 2. I get the Rebel Commando. Didn't want them. I'm hoping to get the Boomer Balls or the coins here. I didn't get nothing right here. So I'm going to use my own crystals to unlock the other 2 because I really want those Boomer Balls. And I can actually get it to level 5. I need 1 more away from that. Plus, the studs, coins, whatever you want to call them, they're very, very good to use in the game early on. If you're not wanting to spend money, you're not going to get a lot per win. So you definitely want to get 75 if you can to start. Now, if you're going to pay to win, that's a different story. It doesn't matter. So just wanted to go over a match real quickly. In addition to just going over the cards, like I said, you're not going to have this right away. You're not going to have this or this right away. So these are the cards you're going to start off with, mainly that one. If you've seen the first video that I posted, you'll see what the cards you start off with. But again, if you guys have any questions, put in the comments below. If you haven't got the game yet, definitely check the game out right away. There's a bunch of instructions on the Discord. You just have to change your store to a different country and you can download it. Simple as that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be back tomorrow to record a dark side. So we're going to go over the dark side, Darth Vader, their units, and what they entail. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm off to play some more. Well, actually, it's Friday night. Your boy's finna go out and get something to eat. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.